what's going on today. We're gonna flush the brakes on a Mercedes AMG. This is for the CLA and GLAs because that's the model I'm doing. But any AMG newer than, I don't know, 2012 with these Brembos, it should be the same, so don't worry about it. Unless it's a, I wanna say early 2000s or mid 2000s models. I don't know if the AMGs had it, but I know Mercedes had a braking system called SBC. So make sure you're not doing that because it's a completely different procedure, I think, from this, which is a hydraulic system. So the reservoir is located here, right in front of the driver's steering wheel. You should change it every 2 years. It's not too dirty. Light should be able to pass through it completely, and this kind of does, but this one's like 5 years old. But I live on the West Coast, so there's not a lot of humidity in the air. So yeah, but I recommend doing it every 2 years, however you drive the car. So first things first, get it up on a lift or get your jack ready. You don't have to have a lift, you can just use a jack, but you do have to get all 4 tires off at one point, like separately. So we're gonna go to the reservoir here. Just look for that little symbol, and that's the reservoir. So there's a couple ways to do it. I'm gonna be using a pneumatic brake system, brake bleeder, I think it's called, by Harbor Freight. It was $100. Has that with the filler. So we're gonna try it out. First thing first, get the cap off, and then you want to get, there's gonna be a little filter, so you're gonna take that filter out, just kind of wipe it all off, and then see that, and then that's the fluid. That's pretty grimy, to be honest. Let me get the light in there. Yeah, you could see there's a little tester you could buy. I gotta buy one, but yeah. So we're gonna drain this first with the pneumatic. You wanna drain your reservoir first. Again, if you don't have pneumatic, use like a turkey baster or something, but just try and get a lot of the fluid out of here, out of the reservoir. Okay, to use one of these, you're gonna need a decently big air compressor. I have this one. It's a Cobalt, I forgot the gallon, 26 gallon. It works from 60 to 120. So keep it in that range and it'll be fine. So, or if your compressor goes in that range, like I said. So we have it set up here. I just kind of put that so the doesn't mess up the bumper. And we're gonna put, there's 2 connections to this. There's actually a siphoning one and then one for the actual brakes. So just get the siphoning one out and we'll siphon out what we can out of here. Okay, so that's as much as I can get out with just putting the straw in there, so it's not a big deal. But before you start on the actual caliper, you want to set up your the little dispenser. I forget what it's called. So if you have a Mercedes, I would definitely do it where the clamp is like this. So you want that to just clamp onto the lip. And now you can adjust this. You can adjust the height of this, but this is the longest it goes. And the maximum for this brake fluid, it's going to be a little higher than the maximum, but you can always take some out. So, but just make sure that this fits and you kind of can lock it in pretty easily before you pour the fluid in and attach the actual canister to it. Anyways, fluid I'm using is, I got 2 of them, but you should only need 1. I just got 2 just in case. Is the DOT4 Plus 331 brake fluid. You can use DOT5, I know they have that, but I believe you have to completely flush the system because if it mixes with the DOT4, sometimes it does weird shit. I don't know. That's just what I read, so I just bought the Mercedes stuff. Now I'm gonna fill this reservoir up with just like a funnel up to like probably the point to where this reaches, and then I'll pour it in there and put it on and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so once you got your bottle set up like this, I opened the valve until it filled up. I did close it because it's gonna keep filling up. So when I start siphoning, I'm just gonna come open it again because it is hands-free. So anyways, you wanna start on the tire that's farthest away from the reservoir. So in this case, it's the passenger rear. And you just take the tire off, pretty simple. And this whole mechanism, electronic parking brake, but the little, I guess you can call it the little nipple is right there. So it does have this on it, this little rubber grommet. I just took one of these because it was kind of hard to get off, and then I sprayed it with brake cleaner, and now I'm gonna put the fitting for the compressor off. Sorry about my lighting, it's just fucking, it's horrible in this garage. All right, so it's an 11 millimeter, at least on this Mercedes brake caliper, and I like to kind of put the fitting on before. They give you a couple of these, just see which one fits. So I put the wrench on, it's ratcheting, and then we have this. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put my extractor cable, not cable, hose in. Okay, and then that's tight. So you want to get ready to crack it open, but before you do that, you want to build the pressure. So you want to fully open that and then crack it. Okay, so as you can see, what I did there is I closed this and then shut the valve off. That's pretty much what you want to do so you don't introduce air into the system. You pretty much want to keep doing that on all the wheels until it comes out clean, which it'll be like at least this one's a bright yellow you see when you pour it in the container. I'm going to keep extracting and then do the other rear wheel and show you on the front. Tightness wise, again, just hand tight. You don't need to torque these things down. They're really easy to strip and break, so just be careful. Okay, so for the front caliper, the little nipple thing, pause is gonna be right there on the top. Pop that rubber grommet off. It's literally the same thing. 11, crack it, and yeah. Okay, so once the fluid runs clear, kind of like that, through all of them, I went through almost a liter. Depends on how dirty brake fluid is, but just want to be nice and clean and have someone, you can't do this by yourself, go and press the brake pedal. And every time you press the brake pedal, if bubbles are coming out of here, you have air in the brake line, so go and redo all of them because you got air in somewhere. But if there's no bubbles, then you're straight. And make sure you clean this little filter. I just wiped it off, top it off. And yeah, just put the wheels on. I'll give you the torque specs in a little bit for the wheels. Then the wheel bolt torque is 96 foot-pounds. So I just did 100 foot-pounds, drove it around, checked it, and yeah. And when you get in the car, just make sure you press the brake pedal a couple times, you know, put pressure in the system. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.